A little more than a year since a 50-foot wall of water swept over Rikuzen Takata, Iwate Prefecture, residents continue to salvage some form of normalcy from its catastrophic wake. Claiming the lives of 10% of the population, the tsunami that traveled up to 6 kilometers inland decimated the institutions in the city center, including City Hall and the main library. Today, mountains of debris, timber, and tires are Rikuzen Takata's interim landmarks, piled higher daily by teams of bulldozers and trucks. Rebuilding has also returned some regularity to daily life, and now books, for borrowing, are also contributing to the recovery. At 19 locations in Rikuzen Takata, Ofunato, Otsuchicho, and Yamadamachi, a van stops to offer tea and discussion, as well as a chance to borrow any of about 2,000 books. The non-profit Shanti Volunteer Association began the Iwate Mobile Library project in July last year, and the following month, Nissan donated an Atlas F24. That van has become a mobile library, one of 3 public libraries in the area, but the only one on wheels. Haruhiko Koga, chief of the Shanti Iwate office, said his team of 14 is just finishing a temporary library to house some nearly 30,000 books at the Mobilia campsite in Rikuzen Takata. That's where about 168 families displaced by the tsunami now live. Most of those in Shanti's database, primarily women in their 50s and 60s, like books on knitting, gardening, and cooking. But Koga said it took a while for people to want to read again.
When we started our activities, you could sense that some people didn't feel like reading books, or if they did, it didn't change their moods. As time went on, you could tell that reading relaxed people, and they could socialize at their leisure with others. And they started to use the books to think about how they were going to live their lives from this point forward.
Nissan has donated a second Atlas that will be on Iwate roads from June, while sharing operation costs. At the Nissan Gallery in Yokohama, a touchscreen display while reading award-winning children's books translates into a small donation toward the Iwate project. Noriko Ikari, head of corporate social responsibility at Nissan, said support efforts for Iwate and Tohoku will continue.
Now we're collecting ideas from employees, asking them what kind of continued support Nissan can offer. We are considering that additional support might include employees volunteering directly, or Nissan, because we're a car maker, providing additional vehicles.
Koga said Shanti's activities will likely continue in Rikuzen Takata until the city builds a permanent library. Part of the recovery, said Koga, is keeping the world's interest in Tohoku alive.